The Israeli Defense Forces is demanding that UNIFIL vacates the southern Lebanon. A watchtower was destroyed by the IDF. Is UNIFIL really ineffective? What are the challenges faced by this organization? Did you know that the UNIFIL, or the United Nations Interim Force in Lebanon, is the fourth oldest peacekeeping force in the world? Yes, you heard that right. It was set up in 1978, and today it is 46 years old. There are about 50 countries that contribute troops to the UNIFIL. Its troop strength is a little bit more than 10,000 troops. Its annual budget is about $510 million. Out of the 50-odd countries, Indonesia has the largest number of troops in UNIFIL with over 1,200 soldiers. The others include Italy, Spain, and Malaysia comes number 6. Israel says that UNIFIL has failed to do its job. Is that really true? What are the challenges faced by UNIFIL? The first challenge is the terrain. Now, the area of coverage accorded to UNIFIL under the UN Resolution 1701 is about 1,000 square kilometers. With about 10,000 soldiers in the UNIFIL, you can imagine the area to be covered by these soldiers. And to top it all, the area is rough, hilly, mountainous, and it's not at all very easy to completely monitor. UNIFIL has a difficult job to do. It is seen as a foreign entity by the Lebanese in the south. I mean, who wouldn't? Would you like to have, say, 10,000 soldiers patrolling your village or town or countryside every day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year? I won't. I'm sure you can understand why the southern Lebanese also do not want that. There is a sense of suspicion too. Now, strangely, the same sentiment is expressed by the Israeli side. You have to put yourself in this situation. You are a soldier, you are a neutral person, and yet you are seen as hostile by both sides. I mean, this is actually the worst of both worlds, isn't it? There is also another reason, and this has got to do with Israel's own actions, is that they have used the southern part of Lebanon to dispose of their munitions which are near expiry. Now, one of the types of munitions which they have basically spread all over the southern part of Lebanon is known as cluster bombs. And this is one of the most insidious types of munitions you can imagine. But what happens is that when there are sheep which goes grazing in this part, they get killed. Shepherds who look after the sheep are killed or maimed. So the people there generally feel that there's so much hatred towards Israel for having done this. Thousands of acres of land has become unusable because people are not able to walk in those places to graze their sheep, for example. And their anger is also partly directed towards UNIFIL because they feel that UNIFIL has failed to do its duty by preventing Israel from dumping its munitions over here. Now you see, UNIFIL again is the bad boy. Now the fourth reason is Lebanon's domestic politics. UNIFIL's mandate is to maintain the peace and to disarm Hezbollah. Now, Hezbollah is a non-state actor. It has refused to comply with this UN resolution. It has also refused to work with the Lebanese government. In fact, it has been hostile to the Lebanese government as well. So this makes the job of UNIFIL very difficult, because UNIFIL cannot independently go and disarm Hezbollah, even if they're in the southern part of Lebanon. They have to work with the Lebanese armed forces in order to do this. And the Lebanese armed forces, being part of the government, is also fearful of Hezbollah, because Hezbollah has also on several occasions threatened the peace and stability of the country itself. So there is a desire of the Lebanese, and I think you have to understand that they don't want to have a civil war breaking out in the country once again. And when all these reasons work together, they come as the fifth reason. UNIFIL has to operate under extremely hostile conditions. The southern part of Lebanon, the people are hostile towards UNIFIL. The Israeli Defense Forces are suspicious of UNIFIL as well. Further, the actions of the IDF by destroying the watchtowers or preventing it from carrying out its duties makes it much more difficult for UNIFIL to achieve whatever mandate that has been entrusted to it. So what should be done? Should UNIFIL vacate? Certainly not. The Secretary General of the UN has said that UNIFIL would stay put. For your information, this is not the first time that Israel has demanded that UNIFIL leaves. It said so in 1996. At that time, the UNIFIL was accidentally bombarded by the Israeli Defense Forces. Several troops were killed. Of course, many civilians lost their lives. We hope that this will not happen again. So the international community has to demand that Israel respects international law, that it does not hurt or impede UNIFIL. I started by asking if the UNIFIL is ineffective. I can tell you that UNIFIL is the last bastion of international law. Without this peacekeeping force, utter chaos would reign. Maybe it's a good time to ask you, if you liked this video, please hit the share and subscribe buttons.